Hello, everybody. I'm Michel Janssen, Chief Research Officer for Everest Group. And today I'm here with Anurag, our Vice President of our Global Sourcing Practice based out of London.
Hi, everyone.
So Anurag and I recently did a webinar where we talked about one of the key CXO agenda items, which is really around the talent strategy. And we talked about it in the context of building it for today and tomorrow. And one of the charts that we had in the webinar was really, a pretty scary chart when you look at it from in terms of all the reds and yellows on the chart. Anurag, tell us why this is important to the outsourcing industry. Why do we care?
Sure, Michael, thanks. So, Michael, if you remember how the pandemic was unexpected and globally pervasive, we expect climate change to be similar. If you can see, there are pretty much all parts of the world that are covered in reds and yellows and oranges, so it's pervasive. Secondly, it is not something that is imminent, it is actually here. So you see all of these examples of climate change events impacting delivery or disrupting delivery. The latest being Hurricane Ida, actually in New York, resulting in huge levels of precipitation.
Yeah, so we really care about this when the work stops and we find the impact directly to the delivery to our internal customers or our external customers. So give us an example of some of the ones that worry you the most.
Right. So if you look at the kinds of impacts of climate change, Michael, not all will have the same kind of disruption. So if you look at sea level rise, excessive precipitation, extreme weather events like flash floods and cyclones, they will be most disruptive because they start to affect your infrastructure and lead to loss of life. And you can see some of these metros that are affected. There are huge delivery destinations. So there's a likes of Metro Manila, Jakarta, right? There's Sofia in Bulgaria. There's Barcelona in Spain, London. There's Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai that are affected by flash floods. So it's pervasive, but also starts to affect some of your biggest metros, which are also big delivery destinations for service.
Yeah, so what you're saying here is not to avoid these areas at all costs. You're just saying build a plan that says you have a way to mitigate that, and of course, that's a complex thing.
Right. So it affects how you leverage locations, but also less so of if you leverage the locations, correct?
Exactly. All right. So if you're interested in seeing more from the webinar, click the link below and it'll take you to the on-demand version. And Anurag, I want to thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, everyone.